But yeah, if anybody hasn't checked out the video, I highly just
Welcome back to Voicing Valiant. What episode is this again? 12 already?
Close to it, yeah.
Damn. This podcast made by the community for the community has made quite a long way. And so far, we now made it so long that we have a new co-host. Say hello to everyone.
Hello, everybody. It's ShadowCon.
Yeah, you might recognize him from the Discord. But if you hang out in there, if you haven't, you should. It's super fun.
Yeah, I'm one of the funniest and biggest troublemakers. Well, maybe not troublemaker is the right word, but I'm definitely one of the most fun people in the Discord.
Hey, there's worse troublemakers than you.
Not naming names.
But we still love them all.
Oh yeah, it's a good time always in the Discord.
But yeah, let's go on. Yeah, let's go on to this weekend Overwatch League. The games were absolutely amazing, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was watching a couple of them, and it felt like deja vu. I don't know why.
Yeah, it might be because there weren't any games.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there weren't.
I'm having like Overwatch League withdrawals right now to the point that I actually like go to those YouTube channels that will like compile the clips and just like watch those over and over again.
Yeah, no, I've been having some really serious Overwatch League withdrawals as well, where I'm like trying to count down to the playoffs starting. I'm like, okay, just one more week down, and then we're like 2 more weeks away.
And like I found this one channel that did like the top viewed clips that people have done on Twitch, and it's just some of them were from stage 1, and I had so much nostalgia right there. Just
oh yeah.
See, it's like seeing my boys first walk out and stuff, and some of the first memes that came from the Overwatch League. It's so weird to think that was just like, what, 6 months ago?
Yeah, the season started in January, so actually now we're technically in July, so it was about 7 months ago, yeah.
Damn.
It's been a long, fun season, though.
Definitely. I can't wait until the playoffs. Just finally see them again.
Oh, yeah. July 11th. We're like a week and a half away now. Oh, my goodness. It needs to hurry up.
Yeah. And we won't even see Valiant until
yeah,
later.
We have to wait another week after that for Valiant.
Yeah. But then this weekend, Valiant, yeah, no games. Since no games in Overwatch League. But you can catch those streams, which were pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, and it's been pretty much, it feels like the entire team's been pretty active with their streaming, and for fun too. A lot of them are streaming other games besides just Overwatch.
Yeah, like I think we mentioned last week with Llama that Custa was playing Breath of the Wild, which I still can't get over.
Yes, I was so happy watching that stream because Zelda's one of my top favorite gaming franchises.
Yeah, I had to watch at least a little bit of that. I should have been asleep, but I was like, I'm gonna watch this.
But it was so worth it not to sleep though, right?
Definitely. And then I know Numlocked has played Dark Souls and beaten it on stream, and today, Sunday, what? Oh yeah, it's the 1st.
Yeah, July 1st today.
He was playing Crash Bandicoot, which was actually really funny to watch because he would like kind of rage when he'd fall down and stuff, and it was like so adorable.
Yeah, that game is a little rage-inducing with how much and how often you can fall off.
But it was like, it's interesting to see them all play games that just aren't Overwatch. A lot of them were still playing Overwatch. A lot of them were doing the placements since season 11. Damn, already 11.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that season 11 went live yesterday.
So a lot of them were doing the placement matches, but a lot of them were just playing for fun. And
Yeah.
it's refreshing. Just like see them kind of off Overwatch for a bit.
Uh-huh. I was about to say, I believe it was today Numlocked was streaming his placements. and he titled it saying he was going 10-0 in his placements as long as you ignore any losses or ties that occur. I thought that was a pretty nice title to his placement stream.
Yeah, they're all great. I remember I was going to watch Verbo stream his placements, but just when I clicked his stream, it said it'd gone offline.
Oh, the heartbreak. Apparently
no.
it was pretty good though from what I hear, because NC was posting quite a bit about Verbo.
No, anytime Verbo's live, all you have to do is check if NC is online. Just check out.
She always is, because she's never sleeping or studying like she should be.
Yeah, we're just like, check her last message, and if her last message is Verbo's live, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how I know. That's how I know when Verbo's live. I don't have to wait for the Discord notification. I just have to look for the NC notification.
Never has there been a more dedicated fan. Like, everyone strive to be NC, but study.
Mm-hmm. NC, study. I'm telling you, you need to study.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for Valiant. It kind of sucks to not see the games, but it's nice to see them have a break and just see them have fun instead.
Oh yeah, they're all definitely taking advantage of having some fun during their vacation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't blame them. I mean, yeah, they've been playing since January, so they all deserve a break.
Yeah. Valiant did release new playoff merch at least, so that's some news we have from Valiant. They released a hoodie.
Oh yes, I need that hoodie. That's actually a really, really nice hoodie that they designed.
Yeah, I'm like on the fence about it, because like, do I need a hoodie? Do I?
Yeah, especially for us here in California, it doesn't get cold all that often to wear them. But I would totally wear it anyway, and just try to wear it any and all times I can.
I'm kind of hoping the third item they release is a tank top, because I would love a tank top. Like, just give me a tank top, please.
Yeah, actually, that would be pretty interesting if they did a tank top.
Yeah, like, it would fit. California's really hot. Please give me a tank top. Because the t-shirt I have for Valiant is a black t-shirt.
Ooh, yeah. So you'll burn up easy.
Yeah,
quick in that one.
I wore it with my black skirt and some black what are they called again? Leggings. And then my black Converse to the Girls in Gaming Summit. I was really glad that day was overcast, because had it been sunny, I would be dying.
Oh yeah, and especially right now too, we have quite the heat this week in our forecasts out here in LA.
Oh yeah, there's a heat wave supposed to be coming in, by the way. If any of you guys are going out this week, be careful, drink water. Yeah, please.
Yeah, for everyone in the Discord that we know that are going to Anime Expo this week, stay hydrated, guys, because I know you'll probably be stuck outside for a while in lines trying to get in.
Yeah, I know a few of the members will be going to... a few of the members of the Discord will be like having a fan meetup, like non-official, if you guys want to check that out. But be careful, drink water, take water with you, and like, take an umbrella if you want. Give yourself some shade. A few years back when I went, I was stuck in line to get in for like 2 hours, and there's no shade. And I was about ready to like pass out, honestly. But the people who were in line in front of me, when like saw that I was getting really pale, and like, go sit in the shade, we'll save your spot, go. They were the sweetest people ever.
Yeah, that convention center, it definitely lacks the shade that it needs around outside the building.
Yeah, and lacks the space. Like, please go to a bigger convention center already.
I don't know. I think it's the biggest one in the LA area, if I remember correct. I could be wrong.
But they could always expand it, because I know that in the last year I went, which was last year, the Overwatch panel wasn't actually in the convention center. It was in one of the hotels like down the street, and one of the hotels like ballroom things that they had set up for a panel. It was huge. I think big. It might have been as big or maybe even bigger than one of AX's biggest, like the any convention center's biggest room. The one they usually have for like concerts and like the really big presentations. I think it was about that size. And because like there just wasn't enough space in the NA Convention Center, so they had to do the Overwatch panel off of the center. And it wasn't the only panel that was going to be there. From at least from what I understood from the booknet. So
Okay.
yeah.
But say it seems like they're expanding out then, trying to use, other venues and whatnot that's around the area.
Yeah,
But I think that's actually pretty standard for big conventions anyway. I mean, just look at, E3 just happened, about a month ago, and that was like the entire convention center, and then plus, the Microsoft Theater and a bunch of other places all around that area.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they expanded, and I just hope that like all the fans that go to the like Valiant fan meetup like stay hydrated and like stay out of it, because I've gone to too many cons in that center and seen too many people pass out from the heat. Just it's bad.
Yeah. It's bad. Yeah, I've had my fair share of conventions, not just at the LA Convention Center, but other convention centers where people are just passing out from the heat from being outside too much.
Yeah, it's awful. But yeah. Other than that, let's see. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
That was a fun tangent.
Yeah. Welcome to podcasting.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get this back on track. We weren't completely a tangent, like. But yeah,
let's go with that.
Let's see. YouTube. Valiant put out a video for their Pride event that happened a few weeks back. It was a really wholesome video.
Oh, yeah. It was so good. It made me bummed that I had to miss the event, because I really wanted to go. And I was going to bring a friend with me that she also really wanted to go. But unfortunately, timing didn't work out for me on the day.
Yeah, I wanted to go, but I had plans to go. I had my tickets ready. I was like, what should I wear? I've been in the closet too long. I don't have any Pride things in my closet. So yeah, I was just like, oh, whatever. And then in the end, I couldn't get the ride to the event, and like since it'd been like outside and all that stuff, I couldn't really. It's like I didn't feel like going alone on the train. It would have been better. I felt like, I don't know. I wouldn't have really. I don't think I would have made it by that time. By the time like my ride said that I couldn't go. So.
Oh, that sucks.
Those are a lot of things that like played into it, and I'm like, oh. And like the other day, I was cleaning up my email, and I saw the email confirmation of the tickets. I'm like, oh.
But yeah, if anybody hasn't checked out the video, I highly suggest it, because it looks like it was a ton of fun for everybody who went to it.
There's just like a bunch of random dancing. Everybody is smiling in that video.
Yeah, everybody was so happy in that video that showed up.
It was like, it's so nice to see a video with happy people in it. It's just, I don't know. If I see someone smiling, I want to smile. So if you want to smile, go watch the video.
Oh, yes, please do. And just watch it anyway, because it really is a great video to watch.
I'm really proud of Valiant for like putting on such fun events. Like every event I've gone to, I've had so much fun. I'm really looking forward to the playoff. What are they, viewing parties? I forgot. How do I forget the word viewing party? But I'm really excited for them.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I know especially the one in Riverside sounds like it's going to be the most lit. At least that's what it seems like in the Discord.
Yeah, a lot of us in the Discord are going to the Riverside one, like Nathan and Dorf, me. I think they actually made a list, so now I don't have to like think off the top of my head. I think Acefire was making the list at one point.
Acefire's been keeping a list of who's going to each viewing party and the Blizzard Arena itself. And sadly, I am the only confirmed person in the Discord going to the Blizzard Arena on that list.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. Because I had already bought my ticket before they announced the viewing parties, and then they announced it. I'm like, oh man, now I'm kind of torn. It's like, I want to be there to support the boys. It's like, but these viewing parties also sound amazing and fun as well.
Like, do you want to go there and watch them play live, or do you want to go and party with us?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh man, they both have their pros, and they're very high pros, but it's like, I can't find any real cons for not going to the, one for over the other.
Man, like, If there was any way for us to just like all take over the arena instead, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, that would be super awesome to do.
Do we just like rush the arena? Nah, I'm not giving suggestions, guys. I'm not giving suggestions. Disclaimer.
But I mean, I'll still have fun at the arena. I'm gonna be there in person with the boys, cheering them on. So I'm gonna be on my feet cheering hard.
Yeah, I just gotta take all them pictures and show it to us.
Oh yeah, I definitely will be doing that. And then I can't get away from that anyway because for those of you that don't know, I actually know Malik. He's actually a good personal friend of mine. So whenever I'm there, I'm always hanging and chilling with him too. So. And one day, I promise you guys, one day, he is being stubborn about it, but one day I will get him to be a Valiant fan. Every time I talk to him, I'll be like, hey, Malik, Valiant, should I get you a hat or a shirt to wear? And he's always like, Tret, I can't, man. I have to maintain being an unbiased caster. I'm like, Malik, you could be biased.
All the other casters are biased. Please, Monique.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be like pretty crazy. Just like you can't escape the hype because the hype man's there, your friend.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And he even for anybody that doesn't follow him on Instagram, I suggest it because his Instagram is pretty funny. But especially that last week of the stage 4, he was going around backstage catching people. What casters wearing, jerseys for certain teams. Like he caught Zoe with the Shanghai jersey on, and he's like, Zoe, we're supposed to be unbiased. And Zoe's just like, but I have to support them. Everybody's supporting Shanghai. But yeah, I will get him to be a Valiant fan one day. I promise you guys. Your mic go out? Bookworm?
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Let's see if I'll reconnect.
Uh-oh.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Come on, reconnect. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Reconnect, internet, please.
Oh, welcome back.
Like I said,
boy.
one of the things that really gave it away was like suddenly the Google Doc said offline. I'm like, oh no. Then I stopped hearing you. I'm like, oh no. And I was waiting for that offline thing to go away. It's like, okay, it's gone. Hurry up, Discord. Reconnect already.
Well, technical difficulties are always going to be a thing.
Yeah, and like internet's been weird at my house lately. Like I'll get like these long times where the internet's perfectly fine. And then randomly I'll cut out for like every 10 minutes. I don't know.
I kind of have that problem every once in a while with my PC. The wireless adapter just feels like, I'm tired. I don't want to work right now for like a minute.
You know if it's the router or the modem?
No, in my case, I actually know it's my wireless adapter.
Oh, okay.
Because everything else stays connected, even when my PC decides it doesn't want to connect.
No,
but it's always real
like,
quick to reconnect it anyways. But it's just annoying when it happens.
With me, it's the whole house. We've already called, like, we have Spectrum, so we called them up. They checked it out. They replaced our modem to see if that was the issue because it was an older model. But now it's doing it again. So I'm like, okay. I was really hoping it'd stay connected long enough for us to finish this without a disconnect. But it's not the first time I've had a disconnect. So you were just like talking a bit about like how he was catching the casters red-handed supporting teams.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he was definitely doing that, but seems like he's the only one staying true to the unbiasedness of casters.
All the other casters have some bias, and it's pretty obvious. I don't feel like the casters really try to hide them. I think maybe Golden Boy. Golden Boy is pretty unbiased, I guess.
I must say, Golden Boy's really, really good about staying unbiased, and let's not
Golden
forget,
Boy is golden.
Yeah, and let's not forget, he's gonna fight the bear. I was actually there on the very last day of the season when they had the bear come out to challenge him.
Yeah, so I guess we can move on to Vivi talk. We've got a new hero we can talk about.
Oh my god, the best hero ever, right?
It's a hamster! It's a hamster! Oh.
Yes, in case people didn't think the game was already ridiculous enough. I mean, we do have a giant talking gorilla, but let's just ignore that for a second. But it's a hamster in a giant wrecking ball.
I absolutely love the fact that everybody was on like, oh, Hammond's another ape. We're going to have another ape. Oh my god. And like the thing is, they never called Hammond an ape.
Yeah, I think it was just because we knew Winston's backstory.
Yeah,
everyone was just assuming Hammond was also another ape.
And like I absolutely love that Overwatch does that so many times where we assume, like, they set something up so we assume something to the point where some people even believe it's canon, and they're like, oh nope, that's not actually what happened, and people are like, what? This is a retcon? Nope, they actually never confirmed that.
Yeah,
and
they like to pull the rug from underneath us.
Like everything we thought was canon isn't canon. And like I love that about it because they had so many hints to the fact that Hammond wasn't an ape. Like they talked about how he was like smaller and how he was fitting in pipes. And somebody even like figured it out beforehand. It was like had this whole list on Reddit about why they thought Hammond was a hamster. And it's like,
yeah. I saw that post, and yeah, if the post was 2 days before the actual reveal of Hammond, but yeah, that dude totally called it.
Yeah, because like
it was amazing, like how he figured it out too.
But like everything made sense, and like I feel like the no teasers of the ball rolling around would really set it off because like hamsters rolling balls, like no hamster balls. I used to have a hamster that would love to run around in his hamster ball. It's how they travel.
Yes, yeah, I've had hamsters too, and yes, they love being in their little balls just rolling around everywhere.
Running around at the speed of light.
Yeah, but I mean, all those teases for Hammond, there were so many red herrings. Like, what was it? Like, there's a poster that said, like, no more bots. So people were thinking it was going to be like an anti-Omnic type hero. Like maybe the Junker
Queen or something.
Yeah, and then there was that big poster of Lucio on the wall, so everyone thought, like, oh, a Lucio map, it's going to be a favela. And just red herrings all over all those teasers.
Yeah, those then there was like the poster of the moon thing with the monkey, and then there's a dog on the poster too, I think.
Yeah, I think there was a dog as well.
So it was like everything there, and then like suddenly there's just like a ball rolling. You're like, what is
coming
this?
through?
No, I'm really glad that they added Hammond. It's a very different style of gameplay. I do think they're going to tweak him quite a bit because just playing him a bit on the PTR does feel like he needs some work done. But I'm really excited for him.
Oh, yeah. And as far as him getting tweaked, I'm guessing, just off the top of my head from how much I've played on the PTR with him, I'm guessing his ultimate is probably going to be nerfed down a bit. Because it might feel a little too overpowered at the moment, since it just like chokes up.
Yeah. Like
it chokes up objectives a little too much, in my opinion. But
I feel like
that's the only nerf I'm really expecting come from him at the moment.
I think they'll probably like drop like instead of having, how much does it last now? 15 seconds, 20?
Something like that, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's
What
like
his ultimate?
130
Yeah.
damage per mine. And
What his ultimate does, for those that haven't played him yet, he releases a bunch of like floating mines across a spread. So like if he's in front of a wall, the wall will like knock them back and stuff. But if you're like in a clear area, they'll spread out, and each one of those mines, like you said, does 130 damage.
Yes, I believe it's 130 damage, the base for just one mine going off on you.
Yeah, at the very least, it's 100. At the very least. But I think you're right about it being 130. I feel like they'll... and they last like about 15 to 20 seconds. I haven't counted yet. And when I played him, there was no timer indicating how long they would last either on the UI. Which I hope they add in. That would be very useful. But,
it would, but yeah, so if you... Basically, with Hammond, if you place yourself correctly, like on a capture point, you can just choke up the entire objective and keep the other team off.
Yeah. So I feel like they might like nerf the time to like maybe 10 seconds and maybe nerf a bit of the damage they do. Maybe how many mines he gets out or like the spread.
Yeah, I think they'll reduce the number of mines and the damage that they cause. But I mean, I could be wrong. They obviously look at different statistics in game than what we can kind of observe, so we'll see.
Because lots of people make like complaints about something that later on doesn't really get changed, and people end up not hating it. It's a game that's in a work in progress. You can't always know 100% how the hero will play out just in the PTR, because the PTR isn't it's like good to test out bugs and stuff, but it's not live, so you can't play it in like all the game modes or like quick play or comp. So yeah,
but I mean, his abilities in general are just fun, especially his grapple hook. I mean, if you look up on YouTube and whatnot, like people already have some pretty funny clips of things they're doing with his grappling hook.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is there's that chandelier in Eichenwald in the castle.
Oh yes.
CarQ, the community lead for Canada, like hooked onto that, and you started spinning around and put that to the song Chandelier. Like,
that sounds great already.
I was like, oh no! And then like, I want to swing by Chandelier. I was like, no.
Well, if anybody hasn't seen yet either, the Valiant actually posted their own meme like that with Wrecking Ball and Reinhardt, and did it to Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball.
Oh, poor Reinhardt. I actually saw that one, but didn't connect the sound. So I didn't know that it was to Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, it is. It starts off with the chorus part, so it's her saying, "I come in like a wrecking ball." This is where Wrecking Ball comes in and hits Reinhardt and kills him.
Yeah, I had only watched it. I was like, oh, that's funny, hitting Reinhardt. I didn't connect on it. I should have connected on it.
Mm-hmm. That's what made the meme that much better.
I love Valiant's meme team. Like, everybody who works on the Twitter, which is so good.
Yeah, they are top memers, that's for sure.
They make the good memes.
Yeah, but Hammond's voice lines are also amazing. For those of you that haven't, maybe played him in the PTR yet or checked out other videos, Hammond doesn't actually talk. He actually just squeaks, and it's cute as hell. But his actual mech has an AI that talks translates and talks for him. And it's the funniest thing hearing some of the lines he says, because the AI's voice is so like deadpan and monotoned.
It's like deadpan, monotone, very deep too.
Oh, yes. It's a very deep voice too.
So you just like put that voice to an adorable hamster.
Yeah, it just makes it that much better, honestly.
I feel no bad whenever I kill Hammond, because like his wrecking ball explodes and he goes flying out of it.
Yes, but it's also kind of funny watching it at the same time. But yes, it also makes me feel bad seeing that.
Like, how can I hurt this poor little hamster, even though he's kind of evil and caused destruction of the lunar colony? But how can I hurt this poor innocent hamster?
Yeah, I mean, but it's still interesting that he kind of helped wreck the lunar Horizon lunar colony, but he's actually good friends with Winston as well.
They were really good friends for a while, from what my understanding of the Knoll. I don't know how good of friends they are now because he kind of like killed everybody. But what I understand, like they were friends. I don't know. We'll have to wait until the voice. Friends. I have to wait until the voice lines come out, their interactions.
Yeah, but it'll definitely be interesting to see how Wrecking Ball and Winston react with each other when two people on a team are playing as those heroes. Because as Jeff Kaplan said in the developer update, Winston has no idea that Hammond is even on Earth.
From my understanding, is the voice lines that they have like in Spawn and stuff are all voice not. They may not all be like canonical. I don't know how,
that's correct. Yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce it.
You got it right.
You got it right. What they do reflect is that if they were to actually meet, that's like how they would interact. Like say, like whenever Lucio and Symmetra meet, maybe they haven't met yet in the game, like in the lore. But if they were to meet, that's how they would act with one another.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah. A lot of those character interactions are pretty great to hear anyway.
Some of them are really funny. I love
yes, there are some that are pretty funny.
One of the new ones I was like put in was like something like Diva was saying, "Oh, I heard you used to have all the high scores in here." It's like, yes. What do you mean used to? Wait a second. Like, Diva just stole all his high scores.
Yeah, actually, speaking of Diva, one of Hammond's victory poses is totally copying her. It's just him instead.
Oh yeah, it's the bubblegum.
Yeah, it's him laying on top of his mech and giving the peace sign.
That's actually one of my favorite of her victory poses. Is it? Yeah. Wait, is that no? That's not. Too. That's not her victory pose. That's her highlight intro that he's copying, isn't it?
No, it's a victory pose plus a highlight intro for her.
Okay. I don't remember what I have for a victory pose, actually.
I actually just had that one, but I actually just switched out now to the one where she's standing next to her mech, making a heart with her hands.
Aw, nice.
But I still have what I argue is the best highlight intro, which is her selfie one.
I think the selfie is probably the best, just in like character and just all that. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I really like how she's just lazing around in the bubblegum one.
Yeah. That's why everyone made the memes of her with her Doritos and Mountain Dew laying around playing video games.
One of my favorite things is just like all the fan art right now of Hammond with Diva, because they're both like kind of Pioneer Teen mechs. It's so adorable. And like,
it is. Yeah, I saw one webcomic where it showed Diva all excited. She's like, "Oh my god, the new hero's a mech. I'll have a new friend. I bet it's a hot guy." And then she walks over and she sees Hammond and she's like, picks him up. She's like, "Oh my god, he's so cute. I love him."
I mean, there's another one like they put like Hammond on Diva's head holding up the hair, kind of like Ratatouille style.
Okay, yeah.
So I was just like, oh, he's finding the mech pilot. Oh. So I love all the fan art for Hammond so far.
Yeah, the fan art's been so good for him already.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see him in game and play. I know there's a lot of other things that they've been testing in the PTR. I know they've added quite a bit to the game itself. I think the new sim is in game, but she's not available for comp yet. Not surprised because they basically reworked her into a new hero, with just like, I guess, a similar kit as she used to. So I'm not surprised she's not out in comp yet. And
yeah, she won't be in the competitive mode probably for like another week or so.
Yeah, most heroes, if they're like put out before the season starts on like given a week, or if they're like put in the middle of the season, they might not be in until the next season, stuff like that, depending on like the time they're released. That way they can like test any bugs and stuff in the live servers.
Yeah, they want to keep competitive as balanced as possible.
Nice joke there. Nice joke. Brandon's comp. But yeah, I think the hit scans is the hit scan buff in game right now, or is it still on PTR?
No, I believe it's live in game now.
So hit scan was buffed so that the targets have to be farther away for those to be fall damage. fall damage is like, say, I don't remember the exact amounts, but say up close, a shot from McCree does 150 damage if it's a headshot. And then you go like 30 meters away, and then it only does half as much damage on the headshot. Something like that. That's fall damage. But now they've increased that range so they can shoot things out farther away with very little fall damage.
Yeah, and one of the big buffs too was McCree's Deadeye. The range increased from 70 meters to 200 meters.
It's something that was honestly kind of needed because he had to be like pretty close to use his Deadeye, and which made him like a sitting target. But I'm not sure if like 200 meters was the right call. Kind of scary.
Yeah, I think the 200 meters is a little overkill, personally.
Yeah.
But it definitely at least can basically keep him out of range of a countering Widow when he ults, so maybe it actually works out properly then, because a lot of Widows try to stay back.
Yeah. So it's one of those things that's needed, but not scary. Maybe a hit scan will be a bit more in the meta, because I know McCree's been in a weird spot. Depends on like your composition you're running. Soldier's kind of just there for desperation. Something that's fast that can get drawn points, something like that.
Yep. Which, I mean, is good too, because McCree's one of my favorite heroes to play as well.
Like, out of all the DPS, I guess McCree is one of my better DPS. Like, I can Sombra okay. Symmetra's been moved to DPS, and I can Symmetra.
Symmetra main now?
I used to be a Symmetra main, actually, but I played on a 30 FPS laptop, so there wasn't much else I could play.
Oh.
That's one thing I liked about Symmetra was with her hard knock primary fire, was that even though I did not have like stable internet or stable FPS or stable anything, I could still play her. Which is like,
it was definitely easier to play her, with her old kit on computers that probably didn't run nearly as well.
Yeah, she was a hero that was really good for new players, for people who just like who weren't like, I guess, who aren't very good at playing like hit scan or playing damage stuff. Like, my wrist is no messed up from drawing, so playing something like Symmetra where I don't have to like aim too much like really helps it out.
Oh yeah, definitely makes. But now her beam is straight, so she's basically like a Zarya now.
Yeah, I play enough Zaryas, so like it doesn't affect me too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're all hamster mains now, though.
All hamster mains, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of like stuff in the PTR though. Like, I know Sombra's was changed so that she has like infinite stealth and infinite translocator. That means that she still has a cooldown after using it, but when she has her stealth on, it will stay on. She doesn't have the, what was it, 10 seconds, was it?
Yeah, I think it was 10 seconds. And but her movement bonus is only 50% now instead of 75%.
Yeah.
So she's invisible.
And she cannot contest the point while invisible.
Yeah, that's actually a big one too.
So she can't just like be invisible and contest the point, and they run back and like, where is she? And she continuously runs around them. She can't contest. I think they increased the range of the detect, right?
Yes, detect range went up from 2 meters to 4 meters.
Yeah, so now, even though she can stay indefinitely stealth until she gets noticed or comes out of stealth and the cooldown goes off, it's easier to detect her. She can't run as fast, and she cannot contest. So it's kind of like a trade-off.
Yeah, but it's mostly a trade-off to use her more for a flank type character, because that's what people try to play her as, but giving her such limited time being invisible could actually make flanking kind of difficult for her.
Yeah, because I've seen some really cool flanks.
It's definitely a buff that she needed.
I've seen some pretty cool flanks, like start off flanks where the team is coming out of spawn and the Sama comes out, one clips the Zen, and then hacks the Mercy that's trying to res the Zen, and then she translocates back. But if like the translocator would have lasted longer, they would also have time to kill the Mercy. But now that the translocator is also indefinite, once you throw it out, it will stay out until you go back to it, and then the cooldown goes off. So like those bonuses like that come out of it.
Oh yeah, but she definitely needed these changes though, for sure, because she was like McCree. She was in a really weird place again.
Yeah, like you can use her on certain maps pretty well. Like say Anubis, Second Point was what she was most known for. At least that's why I would like almost always see her.
Yeah, that's pretty much whenever any people would pop her on.
Because of that mega that was under the pass. So like just down mid, you just like go under the no like pass over. It's not really a bridge. I'm not really sure what you'd call that. The path that no like cubby under. I don't know. What would you call that?
It's just the mega pack under the bridge.
Yeah, like I feel like it's too small to be called a bridge.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bridge.
Yeah.
but she also can't farm just hacking packs as much now for her ult charge. They actually reduced the ult charge on that.
No, they took it away completely.
Oh, they took it away. Oh, I heard it was...
unless they put that in with this patch, last patch that she had, where they like extended, what was her translocator time, her hack time was reduced, all that stuff. They took away her gaining ult charge from people using her packs. So she, like, of course, there's the added bonus of the packs will regen faster and only her teammates can use it. She will not gain ult charge from it. It still like makes her pretty strong on that point, and any other point that has like a mega off to the side of it. But yeah, there's a lot of changes going on right now, both in game and PTR, and I'm excited to see them. Especially with the Overwatch Cup coming up.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to that so much.
Some of the teams have already released their roster. Last I checked, as of Sunday, July 1st, like 9 p.m., I guess, Pacific Standard Time, in case like something comes out right when we finish this. Denmark, Australia, Finland, Sweden, China, and Thailand, the only ones I've seen release their roster.
Yes, I believe Canada, well, they teased their roster. I think they originally said they were going to announce it today, but as of right now, I haven't seen anything for Team Canada. I know they've like talked a bit about who has made it into their like final trials and all that kind of stuff. They've like posted, they posted that they streamed some of the, they have like been streaming some of the PvPs. How do you call it? The POVs? POVs of, I believe it was Jane, Karq, and XQC of them doing the trials, some of the like internal scrims. Yeah, the POVs. I watched some of Karq's, and it's kind of interesting seeing how they're like testing out things, seeing who's gonna make it or not. I was hoping they'd release it today since it's Canada Day. But like I don't see any news about it yet. Yeah, I haven't seen any news on it yet either, but I was totally looking forward to seeing that roster for them. Because
I'm pretty sure Jenny's gonna make it, but I'd like the confirmation. Custa did make it onto Team Australia, which is a big whoop whoop.
Yes, exactly. I was so happy to see Custa on Australia's roster.
Yeah. We're still waiting on everybody else. Like, I believe by now they have sent in who is going to be on the team to Blizzard, but they have yet to publicly release them.
Yeah, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough for everybody.
Yeah, I'm excited. And tickets are on sale for, what's it called? I forget these names easy.
The group stages?
Yeah, group stages. I was like, it's not just stages. What's the other word? Yeah,
the group stages. I actually picked up my 3-day pass for group stage here in LA, so I'm already looking forward to that.
You're just like on top of the game, making sure you get all the tickets on like as soon as they're released.
Yep, pretty much.
And that's why you're not going to the viewing party with us.
Well, the viewing party is a little different. That's for the playoffs in Overwatch League. This is just for the World Cup.
Yes, for the World Cup. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I want to pick up a Team USA jersey, but I'm like, money. I don't have a Valiant jersey yet.
Yeah, I don't have a Valiant jersey yet either, but I heard, or I've seen some concept art for what the new jersey could look like. So
Oh
I
no, that
think
was
I'm
fan
gonna.
art.
Oh,
The one
fan art.
the one in Art Gallery, that was last I saw, that was fan art, because I know a lot of people have been posting like what they like concepts for future jerseys and stuff. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
concepts. Yeah, that was fan art.
Ah, I need to do better research then.
Yeah, because I've seen people post like multiple fan arts of stuff, and you can tell it's like I feel like it's more in the style that the World Cup jerseys are in rather than the Overwatch League jerseys. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm like clicked on it right now, and it says it's a concept by someone. Let's click on it again. So I remember seeing these concepts. Yeah, 12 days of Overwatch League jersey redesigns. This guy does redesigns of the jerseys.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's not the actual like season 2 jerseys. Those are just concepts that a fan made.
Okay. Well, they were pretty cool looking, pretty convincing to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not the first time I've seen somebody like post that and others being like, "Hey, are those the new jerseys?" Like, no, it's fan art.
People jumping on those guns too quick.
Yeah. That's why I always double check with this stuff, because like it's not the first time. I remember a while back somebody like made a like sort of fake storyboard of a TV show, and some people took that and posted it online to like a different website and was like, "Look, neat storyboards of the next episode of this," and it started spreading around like everywhere. People being like, "Oh look, it's neat storyboards," and it was just a fan animation that somebody did.
That was obviously very convincing then.
Yeah, it's honestly wasn't even like, I don't feel like it was that convincing, because there's like a lot of things that are obviously different, because like it was for a character that had yet to be released, and there were like still some things that hadn't been like character design wise that wasn't out yet. So there was like and like this was spreading around even after they like released some of the like more information of that character that was going to be introduced. And I was like, people still think that's a neat storyboard after all of this. So yeah, I always make sure I do my proper research.
Yeah, especially in this day and age, it feels like we got to really pay attention to all this research we do with all these things.
I've seen so many fake screenshots and all this kind of stuff, and people are like, "Oh my god, look at this neat thing that came out." I'm like, calm down, guys. Calm down. Sometimes there's like even a watermark on it that says like it's a concept, it's fan art, it's something. People are like, "Oh my god, it's real." I'm like, no, guys, please.
Yeah, I actually need to try to pay attention to those watermarks more myself.
I think what's funny is people when like use something thinking it's like official stuff. I'm like, no, guys, that's fan art. I'm like, oh, it's so well made. Like just because it's well made doesn't mean it's official. Oh, it.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like that happens a lot on stuff like Amazon. I've seen so many people who get like they just look up an image and put it up there as like selling it as a T-shirt, and I was like, you don't have the rights to sell that.
Yeah, there's a lot of that I see on Amazon all the time.
Like they'll even take like a screenshot of a TV show and print it on a shirt.
Yeah, I've actually seen plenty of shirts like that. It's just not my thing, but it's kind of funny at the same time.
Yeah. Always check your sources, guys.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to everything that's coming into the future. Just Overwatch League is coming to an end soon. The World Cup is starting, which is going to be nice. We're going to be able to see at least some of the same players in that. Not all of them. Maybe some of them will be subbed in. Who knows exactly what? Because there are a lot of players in the Overwatch League, and I don't think every one of them is going to make it onto a team.
Yeah, as much as we would love to see them all be on a World Cup team, we know that they're not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Even though Honor Valiant deserves to be on a World Cup team, I don't think they're all going to make it.
But Kareev totally does, right?
Kareev is most handsome.
Exactly. That should qualify him automatically for Team Korea.
You need the most handsome man powers.
Exactly.
Because you get what you get is you get Sabilby, who has the married man meta, and you get Creep, who has the handsome man powers. You'll be unstoppable with that.
Actually, maybe we don't want that to happen. No, I'm just kidding. Let that happen, please.
Then you put Ryu Hong on main tank.
Oh no. Totally unstoppable.
Still can't believe that happened, but like it wasn't the worst that's happened in the league.
Yeah, it's not, but it's still been pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy with how this season has been going and just everything that's happened. And I'm excited to see what comes up. Just, yeah. I think that's all we have. Any suggestions, suggestion channels? That we did have one suggestion that said when the new hero comes out, y'all could do a segment trying to speculate who will play the weird hamster and how Vana will handle it. Sent by Wayward Saint. So who do you think would use the new weird hamster?
I think there's only one real answer. Space.
It was made for space.
Exactly.
Space tweeted it out.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a new off tank, so I feel like that would fit in perfectly for Space's playstyle since he is our off tank with Diva.
Mm-hmm. And there are like certain things with Hammond that are very similar to Diva, so I feel like he would definitely be the one to play her. I feel like he'll be good on her too.
Oh yeah, I feel like he will be.
I'm excited to see them play, but I know that Hammond's definitely not going to be in by the time that they play.
Nope, we're going to have to wait for next season to see Hammond being played.
Did they release which patch they're going to play off for the playoffs? Because I know last season they did like one patch before the patch that was live when the season started.
Yeah, I'm not sure which patch, but it definitely will have new Hanzo. There won't be the new Symmetra. So I'm not sure exactly which patch they're going to be running on. At least I haven't seen anything confirmation-wise yet.
Yeah, because like I'm hoping they have the new Hanzo in and they have all the Brigitte nerfs that have come out.
Yeah, I believe they'll have all the nerfs on Brigitte. But also, side note, speaking of new Hanzo, wasn't it Agilities had the last scatter arrow kill ever?
Yes. Nice.
And it was on a Mercy too, right?
Yeah, it was on Arc.
It was on Arc? Okay. That's what I thought. Just want to be double sure.
Yes, that's something that was very near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, so for all you guys out there, last scatter arrow kill in Overwatch League was our boy Agilities.
Unless for some reason they keep the scatter arrow in for the playoffs. So I'm really hoping they don't.
That would be interesting, yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be new Hanzo in the finals.
I'm like excited to see how they play around it. I know that like a lot of the meta right now is the Grav Dragon, but I feel like with the coaches and like a set team that they'll be able to play around it. Even if they do only run Grav Dragon, it'll be nice to see how they'll take on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that Grav Dragon's just deadly.
Like even if you have a Transcending Zenyatta, if the dragon's being damage boosted, it can cut through it.
Yes, that's where it gets really nasty.
Like if you have an Ana nated, I think that it can survive. But I'm trying to think if a Hanzo's damage boost, if a Hanzo is nano boosted from an Ana, will an Ana nade in a Transcendence be able to be enough of a buff to the healing, or will the dragon still kill it? Like
I believe the dragon would still kill it, but I'm not 100% sure about that.
Because like I did ask Kaku a while back about that in one of his streams when he was talking about it, but I didn't get a definite answer then either. Like he's an Ana main, so I thought he would know.
Well, Anna's kind of in a weird spot right now herself too, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, but hopefully we get to see how they play it. But I think that's it for this episode. You have anything to add?
No, I pretty much covered everything that we had for tonight.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun. I'm really glad to have you on the show. And
thank you for having me be a part of it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to future episodes with you. Hopefully we won't have 2 internet cuts and scared dogs this time.
Shh! Don't let the people know it. They'll bring it back.
Yes. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Heck, I forgot the social media plugs. Anyway, if you want to know more about Voicing Valiant, you can follow us on Twitter at Voicing Valiant, and we now have a YouTube channel by the same name, Voicing Valiant. You can find all of our previous podcasts now on a playlist there, if you prefer to listen on YouTube, and we should be having subtitles rolling out later on. Not sure exactly when, but we are working on those. So yeah, nice to finally have that YouTube. We will be having new episodes, future episodes, all of that on the YouTube now. And if you want to follow AN Valiant, you can find them at AN Valiant on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Reddit, Discord, and Snapchat. This episode's cursed.